Welcome to the class 9 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter photosynthesis. In my previous video, I started talking about the mechanism of photosynthesis. I told you that the whole process of photosynthesis is divided into two phases, the light phase or the light dependent phase and the dark phase or the light independent phase. That means for the dark phase, light is not required, but for the light phase, without light, this phase will not take place. Okay, so I started with the light dependent phase or the light phase, and I told you that this takes place within the grana of chloroplast, and it takes place obviously in the daytime when the sunlight is there. Now I have been talking about the steps of the light phase. So the first step of light phase is activation of chlorophyll molecules. So the sunlight falls on the chlorophyll molecules become activated, and hence all the other steps follow this step. Okay, only when sunlight falls on the chlorophyll, means the green leaves, the chlorophyll within the green leaves become activated and starts the process. Now what is the next step of the light phase? The next step is photolysis of water. Now what is photolysis of water? This activated chlorophyll molecule which is activated in the first step, in presence of that activated chlorophyll molecule and also in presence of sunlight, water molecule which is already absorbed by the plant from the soil through the root hairs, that one water molecule is broken down into one hydrogen ion and one hydroxyl ion, H plus and OH minus. Now you also know this, that this total process is known as also known as Hill reaction, because the scientist Robert Hill first discovered this process, and after his name this process is given name. Okay, so I was saying that this photolysis of water, the breakdown of water, takes place for some reason, due to some reason. So what is the reason? We will talk about that. Go to page number 58, second paragraph. The hydrogen ion, this one, after the breakdown of H2O, thus formed during photolysis of water, is utilized by hydrogen acceptor and produces an energy-rich compound. This energy-rich compound helps to synthesize carbohydrate at dark phase. Now we will talk in details about these two products. Here comes the third step of photosynthesis, which is the formation of reduced NADP. Formation of reduced NADP. See, look at your book. The hydrogen ion, this one, formed from hydrolysis of water, is utilized for the reduction of NADP, is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. You will find the full form in the book only. Okay, to high energy compound NADPH. Now this NADP is transferred or means changed into NADPH. By whom? By this hydrogen molecule. NADP is reduced to NADPH by hydrogen molecule which is formed during the photolysis or hydrolysis of water. This NADP acts as hydrogen acceptor. Now this NADP accepts this hydrogen molecule and thus it gets reduced to NADPH, right? So NADP is known as the hydrogen acceptor. It is also known as Hill reagent. This process is known as Hill reaction, and the molecule which accepts a part of the Hill reaction, NADP, is known as Hill reagent. Okay, very, very important. Now this reduced NADPH, after being reduced from NADP into NADPH with the help of this H plus ion, this reduced NADPH plus H plus formed during light reaction reduces carbon dioxide to carbohydrate during the dark reaction. Now what happens with this NADPH is part of the dark reaction. We will again talk about it in details during while I explain about the dark reaction. Okay, so now the utility of H plus is clear to you all. What happens, why H plus is produced, what is the utility of the H plus ion, that is clear to you all, right? Now we will talk about the fifth step. I will rub the first step here so that I can write the name of the fifth step. The name of the fifth step is production of oxygen. now comes in, now we will talk about the hydroxyl ion. What is the utility of the hydroxyl ion? The hydroxyl ion formed during the hydrolysis or photolysis of water ejects electron and forms OH radical. This is OH ion. It gives out one electron, not ion, one electron, and it becomes OH radical. Without the negative sign, without the negative charge, it becomes a radical. Okay. From such four hydroxyl radicals, two molecules of H2 and one molecule of O2 are formed. So let me rub it here and I can write what happens. OH minus, 4 OH minus gives out 4 electrons and forms OH radicals, 4 OH radicals, right? These 4 OH radicals will be broken down into 2 molecules of H2O and 1 molecule of O2. So here we get the oxygen that is produced as byproduct during the process of photosynthesis, right? So what happens with the hydroxyl ion? Let me rub it here, otherwise you will get confused. This hydroxyl radical formed during the process of photolysis of water, it ejects this electron and becomes OH radical. Now 4 times this happens and 4 hydroxyl ions ejects 4 electrons and produces 4 hydroxyl radicals, OH radicals. Now from these 4 OH radicals, what will be formed? 2 molecules of water. 2H2 means here 4H, 2H2 means 4H and 2O, and here another 2O. So this 4OH gets break down or gets transferred into 2H2 and O2, and here we get the oxygen that the plants produce as byproduct during the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so the 5th step, which is about the production of oxygen, is fulfilled here. This was the 4th step, sorry, not the 5th one, the 4th step. Now we will talk about the 5th step. Let me rub this equation. The 5th step is nothing but, you already know the 5th step. I have discussed about the 5th step previously. The 5th step is nothing but photophosphorylation. You already know what is photophosphorylation. So basically the formation of ATP from ADP and PI in organic phosphate in presence of sunlight takes place as the 5th step of light phase. Okay, so I'm not repeating photophosphorylation again because I've already discussed photophosphorylation. The end products of light reaction. Now we will talk about what the end products, what products we are getting after at the end of the light phase are NADPH2. Means here NADPH will combine with another H plus molecule and it will become NADPH2. Okay, and oxygen, that is production of oxygen, and ATP and H2O. H2 is also formed during oxygen, you have seen, and ATP, that means adenosine triphosphate. After photophosphorylation, ADP and PI combines to form ATP, right? So ATP are also formed during the light phase. So there are 4 end products of of the light phase of photosynthesis: NADPH2, oxygen, water, and ATP. Okay, so I hope the light phase of photosynthesis is clear to you all. In the next video I will continue with the dark phase of photosynthesis. Okay, thank you.